Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Aaron. Welcome to the Mod Sauce once again. I had to start here because I'm pretty damn excited about this. The only time I ever made compressed cobblestone was for Agrarian Skies, which I did not put on the internet. I just played for myself, and I did that with the thermal expansion auto crafting things. This is much better, in my opinion. I did hook up the other rule that I said over here. So remember how I said we were going to lose cobblestone? We're not losing it very fast, but we're definitely losing it. So I did all the AE. It's all back here. This isn't where it's going to end up. I just wanted to start off with the current situation, and then I'm going to set up all of this stuff, and I'll be back, and then I'll show you guys how I did it, because it's going to be kind of a pain. I don't know if I can do it and record at the same time. So I got all the drives, and I put a bunch of stuff in here that I need to auto craft. And how I did it, I just took the retrieval node. I cut the pipe, put the retrieval node right on the interface so that it pulled everything out of those barrels, which I can demonstrate right now. As soon as it finds an inventory to pull something from, we can speed it up a little bit. Oh, it already did it. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess I'll split it between these two. I found a pretty good method for getting the silicon, and I probably ought to show you this. The chipsets, where did they all go? I've got a ton of them, and what I've done, we'll just take a few pieces of cobblestone to demonstrate this. I told this guy to push and pull out of the top. So what it'll do is it takes cobblestone, sags it into sand, puts the sand back in the thing, and then sags that maybe into silicon. So I just throw like 9 or 10 stacks in there at a time, let it do its thing. Since I don't have any ores to process at the moment, it's not a big deal. I just leave it sitting there. We need to do an ender quarry as well, another one. And I want to make some upgrades. I'll go ahead and make them right now, and then I'll start it during my short break. So we need to I want to turn this into a speed 3 upgrade. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do this. Kapow. Power drain multiplier times 80. So, we could probably just go ahead and make a big reactor and use that to power the thing, since it's going to take so much power. So, what to do? Let me first put this in here. Let me get rid of this. I don't think I want to suck all that in there just yet. Let me see what we're going to make for a big reactor. I've already got the yellowite. We're going to have to make reactor glass and all the pieces which require graphite, which is just cooked coal. Or maybe charcoal too, yep. So I never estimate correctly how much of this stuff I'm going to need. Let's see how fast it runs through the redstone furnace. Some things run through there real fast, and some really don't. We're on alloys only, furnace only. Yeah, it's probably going to take this a minute. So I'll tell you what, I'll just detour. I'll do all this nonsense later, And what we'll do right now, I'm going to cook up a bunch of graphite. Then we'll make all the pieces and put a reactor together. And I'll just make a ton of them because I'll probably make like a 5x5 right now. And then when we move shortly, it'll probably get expanded. I don't know how big we're going to make it, but we might as well, you know, shoot for the stars, aim for the fences, one of those metaphors. So let me cook some stuff up. I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. One problem. This says ender tank glass. This is the only glass I really see besides turbine glass. So I'm going to assume that this is it. It used to be called a reactor glass or something like that. So I have 2 power taps, 2 of the access ports, a controller, 4 control rods, and I figure we'll just make 4 fuel rod things, and some glass, which we may need to make more of. So we'll make it 5x5x5. Where do we put it though? We can just put it over here. I mean, we're not going to be here a hell of a lot longer, so let me make sure this is loaded. Yep, okay. And I don't want to cross any chunk boundaries either. I don't know that that really makes a difference, but I would rather not. And we can probably just go ahead and knock this wall out. I probably ought to rearrange anyway. Alright, so, and there. Okay. So I'm going to need to light this place up a little later. Let's just get rid of some of this stuff. I still have to sort through all that quarry stuff. Alright, so let's throw a torch over here, and that looks good. So this is our chunk boundary. Let's we'll just do it right here. See, we're going to need to get on top of this thing at some point. Well, I guess we could just run it right wide open, right? Alright, I'm sure that will be good enough. So we're going to put the outside in casing. Let's see if I can get the dimensions right on the first try. I usually mess it up. I'm just going to make the whole bottom out of casings. We may have to run up and get more. Now we may be fine. Alright, awesome. So 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so let's put I figure we'll just put these. I don't think it's bad to have them next to the edge. So I'm just going to put them like this. And I'll try it first without any kind of coolant. But I'll probably end up putting some ender juice in there. But I want to try it without it first. Alright, I'm probably going to need a few more glass. I am. So we need 4 more over here and then 9. No, I'm not. Hold on. Timeout. Hit the brakes. Let's do a power tap here, a power tap here. Right? I don't know. Yeah, I got my glass back. Let's do glass there, and then the controller we'll put right here in the middle, and then we'll put one of these guys on each side. We're going to make that one output and that one input. And then, so we're going to need 6. Looks like we're going to need 8 glass, which I think is probably pretty close to perfect. No, doesn't matter. I thought you got like 4 per craft or something. You get 4 of these per craft. And look at that, we only have 3 left, so I actually guessed pretty well. So let's hope this thing forms when I place these last 2. Or last 6, rather. It did. Excellent. Alright, let's go get some yellowite. See what kind of speed we get. Or, not speed, but energy generation. And get rid of these chunk boundaries, too. Alright, ready? I guess I could hit the button. Status offline. What do I got to do? Access port, access port. Power tap, power tap. I don't have a coolant port, so that's not the problem. People made that problem before. Or people had that problem before and made that mistake. I can't get up there because I jumped too high. Alright. Ooh. See, that controls it, so I shouldn't need to mess with that. It filled up. Oh. Really? I'm an idiot. The button is next to it. It's not the same button like a toggle. Alright, here we go. Look at this. So, 5x5 reactor by 5, 3000 RF per tick. Not bad. I could probably reconfigure and make that like an X shape and get a little more RF out of it, but I don't really care that much. We're not using that much yellorium per tick. That's not bad at all. So, why don't we do this? Let's get this stuff. We're going to need... Let's do silk again. We're going to also need the speed 3. We're going to need this. I think last time it was actually outputting power before I got the conduit, but since I didn't make enough to fill the buffer, I didn't think it was working. Okay, so I have a chest. Tesseract would be good. And what we can do is we can take this Tesseract so we don't waste the power or don't draw power from here unnecessarily. I did make one of these as an 8x furnace generator. It takes 8 pieces of fuel at a time and it makes 320 RF a tick, which isn't bad. Let's get rid of that, and let me also stash some of this stuff over here. Stuff that we don't really need. Alright, so let's go hit the mining age and we'll do this. Damn Schnicks. He's playing a hell of a troll here. Every time you walk across this block, it turns it to night, if it's not already. And I saw it, I just thought it was nether brick, right? But if it's daytime, maybe someone will sleep. I'll show you. Alright, thanks Blizz. So, I'm going to wait for him to log back on. I'm going to run over this thing. It'll say, darkness is coming, see? And the sun is all the way on the other side of the sky. I thought that was pretty awesome. I was talking to Schnicks about it earlier. Alright, so we're going to go east again. Aren't we? Yeah, we are. I see Rage's quarry marks over there. And I think I'll just pick up where I left off before. I think you can make this thing larger than 64 by 64. I think. I don't really know. Establish boundary. Good. Put that there, and I think I'll just put I can't hold shift for details. This one is the sending one. Alright, that's receiving energy. Okay, so 0 block scan I think means that it's not done anything yet. So we'll just go ahead and put these things right on here. Alright, I'll meet you back at the house and we'll set this thing up. Oh yeah, we are definitely not making enough power. That's okay though. The sole purpose of this reactor, like I said, is to run that ender quarry. I'm not even worried about it. So I'm going to figure out which of this stuff I want to keep and which I want to throw away. Probably ought to make this for the redstone stuff again, since we're silking it. But hopefully that finishes faster. The last one took longer than 24 hours. So I'm going to let this run. I'm just going to put some sort of conduit on a chest to get Yellorium in here and get cyanide out. Very simple thing. So that'll do it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and work on this, and I'll show you what I figured out. How I'm going to end up doing it is I'll probably going to put the mechanism machines probably right along here. So I'm going to move all of this stuff out. I may end up putting the terminal and the drive right in the middle, and then putting all of this stuff over here. And I'm going to do it the way I've done this one, where I've got everything comes out of this chest for this specific machine. This is once you've already made your little diamond chip and you need to turn it into the circuit thing. So the top is basically insert these three. The side is any of these, because I was using it to make these guys before, and then the bottom is where the printed silicon comes in. So what I'm going to do is something like I'll make one chest, and then I'll probably run the energy along the bottom of these, because you can't pump into the top. You have to pump into one of the sides for this slot. This is the top and this is the bottom. It's very intuitive. So I think I'll put the energy on the bottom. I'll pump stuff in the back, and then I'm thinking about trying to use a router to take it all out. So we'll see how that works. If it doesn't, I'll have to spread the machines out. But basically I'm going to run one item conduit along the back, and I'm going to put a filter for, diamonds. Well, this one is for silicon. Silicon here, quartz, gold, diamond. and so they all go to the appropriate machine, and then they all go to maybe a holding chest like this with this same kind of setup, and then the finished product will probably get piped back over to an interface to get sent back into the system. But I'll show you all that once I've got it worked out. I've got to move a bunch of stuff around and figure out exactly how I want to arrange it. So that's going to do it, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. Also, if you saw the video I uploaded about that game Tug, let me know what you think about it. It's an early access alpha thing, and I just figured I'd try it out for the hell of it. So let me know your thoughts on that as well. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.